Father, in heaven we bless you, God. Father, in heaven we appreciate you, O God. Indeed, your word is settled in heaven. You are the God that sitteth upon the cherubims. Lord, you ride upon the wings of wind. You are the Almighty. Father, I pray that tonight you will use this word to make things happen in the lives of your children, O God. I pray, my Father, my God, the precious name of Jesus Christ, that you will use tonight's word to make something happen in the lives of your people, God.
Amen.
In the precious name of Jesus Christ. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Let there be a miracle through this word. Let there be turnaround through this word. Thank you, Father. Back up your word with signs and wonders. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Hallelujah, somebody. Give God a praise. If you are blessed already, give God the praise. Give God 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 praise. Hallelujah. Please don't stop. Just celebrate God for what He has done in our midst. Look at what happened a few minutes ago. Look at the great move of God. Hallelujah. Amen, somebody. Amen. Everyone that is under the influence of my voice, I want to say you are most blessed. I want to say you are most blessed. Amen. You are most blessed. You are most blessed. Forever you are most blessed. In the name of Jesus Christ. I will give God the praise for this second week in this special week of revival service. It is a clarion call by God that I want to provoke a rest in the lives of my people. And that is why we are looking at the theme, I will give thee rest. I will give thee rest. That is the theme. From the book of Exodus 33 and verse 14. My presence shall go with thee, and I will give thee rest. My presence shall go with thee, and I will give thee rest. I will give thee rest. I will give thee rest. Last week, the first week of this special program, we looked at the leading of the Holy Spirit that gave rest. That when God is calling His people to the covenant of rest, among other things that He does is that He will provoke special leading or guidance ministry of the Holy Spirit. Among other ministries of the Holy Spirit, we have the ministry of divine leading. You can never be led by God and be frustrated. The devil have the agenda to provoke turbulence, confusion in the lives of God's children, unrest in the lives of God's children. This second week, tonight, the Lord said to establish rest in the lives of His children is dealing with a spirit called the spirit of frustration. So tonight we are looking at the message dealing with the spirit of frustration. 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 The book of Genesis 26. Genesis 26 chapter. from verse 19 to verse 22 is our text. Genesis 26, verse 19 to 22. Genesis 26 chapter, verse 19 to verse 22. Genesis 26, verse 19 to 22. And Isaac's servant digged in the valley and found there a well of springing water. And the headmen of Gerar did strive with Isaac's headmen, saying, the water is ours. And he called the name of the well Isaac, because they strove with him. 21. And they digged another well and strove for that also, and he called the name of it Sitnah. 22. And he removed from thence and digged another well, and for that they strove not, and he called the name of it Rehoboth. And he said, for now the Lord hath made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land. The word of the Lord be blessed forever. Amen. In the precious name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Now, beloved, every man in Christ is ordained to be great in life. Amen. Every man in Christ is ordained to be great in life. Every man in Christ is ordained to be fruitful. Every man in Christ is ordained to display, to use his or her potentials. Every man in Christ is ordained to fulfill divine destiny. That is to say, the earth wasn't made for some groups of people. The earth was made for all men. The earth was made for all men. The book of Psalm 115 and Psalm 16. Psalms 115 and verse 16. Psalms 115 verse 16. The heaven, even the heavens are the Lord's, but the earth hath he given to the children of men. The earth he has given to the children of men. So everyone is ordained to be great. Why? Because God has given the earth to every man. To every man. To every man. And when we also go to the book of Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and verse 9. Ecclesiastes 5 and verse 9. Hear the word of the Lord. 5 verse 9. The book of Ecclesiastes. It says, moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. The king himself is served by the field. The profit of the earth is for all. Is for all. Is for all. The profit of the earth is for all. Is for all. Is for all. Now, if it is for all, it means that you are also included. The profit of the earth. That profit means all the endowment. All the endowment. Every good thing that God has blessed the earth with. You are configured to be part of it. It is a life from a pit of hell that every good thing in life is of the devil. They tell you, don't aspire all the good things. They are of the devil. Don't desire to have good house. don't desire to have good living or good life. They said it is all the devil. The enemy knows, and he knows that the earth is of the Lord and the fullness thereof. We are told in Psalm 50 from verse 10 to verse 13, in verse 12 to 13, it said, the cattle in the thousands hills belong to God, belong to God, belong to God. Now, every good thing in this life belongs to God. Devil is a thief. Bible called him a thief. He stole from men so that man may become impoverished in life. Man may become frustrated in life. And by so doing, a man will now have the conclusion that every calamity is from God. That if you are impoverished, if you are poor, if your life is stagnated, it is from God. Don't forget, the agenda of divine rest of God will be fulfilled by dealing with the spirit of frustrations in life. Any man that is frustrated needs the divine intervention for his or her life to begin to express rest. Isaac was told that he dug well. In fact, when you read the preceding verses, Isaac had to leave a place because the people at that place were filled and consumed with spirit of jealousy. He was so blessed, and he left that place. He went to a different place to dig wells, and the enemy came. They fought him. They covered the wells back with sand. Imagine when a man labored to dig wells, and they will just come and then use sand to cover the well. First time they did. Second time they did. They were after him to frustrate his life until God stepped in, when God gave him rest from all his struggles. Now, like I said, every man is ordained to be great in life. You have been in Christ, you have been ordained to be great in life. That is why he has made you to be king and a priest. Revelation 1 and verse 6, and hath made us kings and priests unto his God and his Father. To him alone being all glory and dominion forever. 1 verse 6, the book of Revelations. You are made a king because you are ordained to reign in life. Kings are ordained to reign in life. And to reign in life is to walk in dominion, is to walk in glory, not in shame. Is to fulfill your divine destiny. Right on earth, they don't fulfill divine destiny in heaven. They don't give birth in heaven. It is here that they give birth, they fulfill destiny. They use their potentials, their skills. It is here. And that's why God sent you here. the endowment of the earth is for you, and that God has made you king and a priest. With this truth, may I let us know that the earth we are talking about is the territory of Satan. This earth realm is the territory of Satan. Jesus was speaking in John 16 verse 33. John 16 chapter verse 33. John 16 verse 33. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye may have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. So you have tribulation. In what sense? Because you are in the territory of the enemy. He has overcome the world. He has conquered Satan. And he said, you are going to have tribulations. He said, but be of good cheer. I have secured your victory. That means, even with what God has prepared for you to accomplish here on earth, Satan is going to bring about a fight. Satan is going to bring about a fight. That's why Christ said, you shall have tribulation. Because you are in the domain of Satan. So he will put up a fight. If he can't stop you, he will want to frustrate you. If he can't stop you, he will want to frustrate you. Because why? You belong to the side of God. Understand this, that in the domain of Satan, those that are ungodly, those whose lives are aligned with Satan, don't have any frustration from the enemy. When you see the ungodly ones, as if they don't even know what battles is all about. Even your friends that know no God, when sometimes you compare your life with them, you want to blame God at times. That Lord, even those that are not serving, those leading and being in sin, their lives are moving forward. They are settled down. Look at their lives. They don't know God. They don't even have time for you. They don't fear you at all. But why are they making it? In the domain of the devil, the enemy doesn't put up a fight against people whose lives have been aligned with him. He only puts fight against people that have aligned with God. And the essence of that fight is to bring about frustration, to make it quit. Psalm 73. The man David was also frustrated when he saw the ungodly prospering, and he said, why is it so? Let's see what he said. Psalm 73 verse 12 to verse 17. Psalm 73, we are going somewhere. 73 verse 12 to verse 17. Psalm 73. Thank you, Holy Spirit of God. He said, behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain, and washed my hands in innocency. For all the day long have I been plagued and charged in every morning. If I say, I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. Verse 17 says, until I went into the sanctuary of God, then understood I their end. The same way you are saying, all these people, they don't know God, but they are prospering. Things are just working out for them with ease. Lord, what is happening? I am your child. Why is my own life like this? They that do not know you, they are having it smooth in life. The same thing David said. In fact, verse 3, David was about regretting that he was living an upright life. He said, I have cleansed my heart in vain. He said, I have washed my hands in innocency. Let me tell us this point, point clear. I was also in that trap. Year 2015 was actually a year. I can say that that year was a peak of frustration in my life. It was as if the more I pressed on with God, the more trapped I become. Honestly. The more I became faithful to God, the more drowned my life became. And I told God, I said, why is it so? If I did not even know you at all, I believe that it would be better for me. I said all those things to God 2015 because it was as if my life was trapped. My life was trapped. I was saying all those things to God. And the same thing is happening to majority of God's children. Tonight we are looking at why is it so and how to, what to do and to secure our release. We are in the territory of the devil who will put up a fight against anyone that is aligned with God and will not put up a fight against those whose lives are aligned with him, the devil. 2 Timothy 3 verse 12. 2 Timothy 3 and verse 12. Anyone that must live godly in Christ shall suffer persecutions. Anyone that must live godly with Christ shall suffer persecution. All that will live godly in Christ shall suffer persecutions. That is, they will be confronted by the enemy. Now, why all these fights? All these fights are to bring about frustration. All these fights are aimed at making sure that your life no rest at all. And when a man's life is devoid of rest, when a man's life knows nothing that is called rest, anything may happen. Anything may happen, and that is the agenda of the devil. Now God sees this, and he said, the time to give my people rest has come. In giving you rest, God must deal with the spirit of frustration. God must deal deal with the spirit of frustration in your life, the same way he dealt with that spirit of frustration in the life of Isaac. Every effort he made was blocked, was attacked. Imagine what it would take to dig a well. Sometimes you'll be digging well, you will come across rocks. Even the drilling machine will break. You have to look for a new one. Spend days here trying to break through the rock. You will break through that one. You are going down, you make a different one. Before you finally get to the water level, you will do all those things. And some, just one day, some people just come and they cover that well with sand. And you will lift up this again to a new place. The same thing. They are trying to frustrate you. That is the spirit of frustration. That is the spirit of frustration. It is the agenda of the devil. But tonight I have a good news for everyone. That the time of rest has come this hour. God has exposed the tricks of the devil. He has exposed the tricks of the devil. And tonight we shall be unveiling all these tricks. When we understand the tricks, the script, then we know how to track the devil. We know where the arrows are coming from. We know the right prayer to pray. We know what exactly is happening. And guess what? Until you find the right key, a gate will be commanding you, giving you instructions. You wanted to open a door and you are using a wrong key. You know that door can make you run mad. You will be unrest. Where's the key? How do I open this door? You try this one. You try this. You try this. Ordinary door will now make a man to go mad. But with the right key, you become the commander of the door. The door can never send you errand. No. And that is what is happening tonight. Now, in attacking God's children with the spirit of frustration, the enemy deploys two wicked spirits. In fulfilling the agenda of frustration, the devil always deploys two wicked spirits against God's children. And what are the wicked spirits that the enemy always release against God's children? The book, that's the book of Genesis that we read, chapter 26. Thank you, Father. Verse 20. And the headmen of Gerar, 26 chapter, Genesis. Verse 20. And the headmen of Gerar did strive with Isaac's headmen, saying, this water is ours. And he called the name of the well, he said, because they strove within it. The false spirit that the devil always deploy against God's children, so as to frustrate them, is called the spirit of Isaac. The spirit of Isaac. Isaac means contention or strife. That is the spirit of contention or the spirit of strife. The devil has an agenda to frustrate your life. It will deploy the spirit of Isaac. the spirit of contention, the spirit of strife. Now, what is the spirit of Isaac? What is the spirit of contention? The spirit of strife. The spirit of Isaac is the spirit of a land where you are living or where you are working. Where you are living or where you are working. Beloved, any man that must fulfill destiny, any man that must have rest, must first of all conquer the powers of the land. Must first of all conquer the powers of the territory where you are living or where you are working. You were sent from Jamaica to Spain, for example, for ministry assignment. You got to Spain. Don't just think that things will just begin to be rosy. You are on the mission to fulfilling God's agenda. There are powers of the land that will contend with you. They are the spirit of strife. They will put up a fight, a contention with you. If you don't conquer those spirits, they will frustrate you. If you don't conquer the powers of the land where you are, you end up being frustrated. When the Lord brought us here, remember what God told me? I shared that vision. This area, this locality where we are, it was a very gigantic spider that I saw. That spider was so big, and it was weaving cobwebs around the whole place. And the Lord said, this is the major powers in this locality that must be destroyed. When first moving here, the landlord of this place was lamenting. He said, people will come here to rent the place. They will go back. He said, nobody wanted to occupy the facility because of the area. When we first moved in here, some people called me. They said, Prophet, that area where you are now, we are so scared. I don't think I can follow you there. Well, I said, it is not about you following me, it is about me following God. Light only commands dignity in darkness. And we came here by faith. I knew what I was supposed to do.